Hello everyone, welcome to Her Tarot. This is the 5th time I'm doing this. I was going to do Aries because I say Aries twice because it kept coming in my mind like I did the Gemini, but Cancer came out, so we're going to do Cancer. Okay, maybe there's a Cancer working with an Aries, but did you know that I've been talking Cancer for my Cancers about 11 minutes and I didn't even know the recorder was on? And this is what let me just show you. I am not going over that whole story of how I got into tarot again, no. But we have the 5 of Wands, the Ace of Wands. I can't believe it. I've been doing all this talking and it wasn't even on. The Ace of Swords. Spirit, should I get back into that whole story again? I'm not. One day I'll say why I got into tarot. Okay, so far Cancer, I see, well, maybe at the end of this reading I'll tell you. Okay, so there's some sort of argument in a group collaboration. Oh, I don't shuffle the cards, but there was the, where'd it go? It was the 3 of Pentacles. So the 3 of Pentacles, I feel like there's some argument around some sort of collaboration or a fresh new start. Okay, a fresh new start on some sort of project. And Spirit said that is the truth. There's some arguments here about getting clarity on a situation, maybe what you're doing for work or what somebody else is doing for work. Okay, so just a little backstory anyways. Yeah, argument about things moving forward in the workplace, but just a little story. And due to maybe legality purposes or defamation, I'm not going to say any names. So, you know, back in the day, I was like a very, I'm still unfriendly, but I was a little bit low vibrational too. So I was in a relationship with someone. Look at what came out. What popped out when I said that? It was a motorcycle. A Cancer card came out. So I was in a relationship with someone, and their sister is a Cancer. And this person has another sister that's a Cancer. His mom's a Libra. His stepdad is a Capricorn. And his 2 uncles are Geminis. Okay? So it's so funny because before I got into tarot, I was wondering why his sister, who wasn't really friendly to me. Now, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes she would be friendly. Sometimes she wouldn't. It was like on and off with her. She was a Cancer sign. Sometimes she'll be snappy and moody. And then she's like, hey, you want to go by the lake? And I'm looking at her like in my mind like, yesterday, you know, like, not yesterday, but years ago yesterday, her older sister had a party and she told me, well, you're not invited because nobody invited you. I'm like, you didn't even give time to give anybody to invite me. But it wasn't even that serious. Like, she was trying to make it. But when I first went down there to meet the family, I said, hi, nice to meet you. And automatically she was just like, I don't shake hands with people. Something of the kind, but it was just like that term, like, I don't shake hands. I was just like, okay. And she got on the couch eating the popcorn. Months later, she started asking me if I'm into moon rituals, and she wanted my birth chart. So I gave it to her, the day I was born, the time, location. I didn't know that black people dabble in magic and things like that. I had no idea. I was shocked, but I just thought it was like white people because the movies. I'm not racist. My ex-husband is Italian. He's American, but he has Italian, but Italian, Greek, and Irish. Okay, my ex-husband. But I was like 23 years old then. I was married for a few years, but I'm not married anymore. Okay, now I'm 39 years old. I'm grown. I'm mature now. And I noticed when she asked me that, remember I was low vibrational at the time. I lost both my parents. Both my parents are water signs. My dad is a Pisces from Trinidad, Tobago, San Fernando City. My mother is from from Savannah, Georgia. Okay. Also, I found out my mother's part of the Gullah Geechee tribe. that's in South Carolina or wherever they're from. They're like everywhere now. And you know what's funny? I picked up a tarot deck. This tarot deck. And would you believe it? In the book, on the Three of Baskets, which is the Three of Cups, it says 3 women from the Gullah Geechee tribe. So these cards here are based off my ancestors. Believe it or not, I kid you not. And Aunt Caroline is in here as the Wheel of Fortune. She was also a card reader. Now, I wasn't into cards or tarot. I thought they were evil as hell. But how could they be so evil when it led me to spiritual growth and a strength? I was always a bit strong and powerful when it came to my strength. But my spiritual strength is up there. I kid you not. I give any tarot reader permission if you want to look into me. Not so far, but you know what you need to know about my spiritual strength. And I have nothing to lie about at all. I believe in one God only, and without this experience that happened to me when I left Boston, Massachusetts, I traveled down to the South to be with my partner and his family because he stayed with them. I would have never discovered really my true power. Like, I always knew I had it in me, but nobody's allowed to write my story but me. You understand? This is why they have karma now. Even though they don't want to face the truth and they deny it, but you know, God knows best, okay? I was a Christian, now I'm Muslim. I've been Muslim for like, what, 15 years now? I used to wear the whole thing, okay, the whole thing. I had FBI knock on my door before and everything because they said of what I'm posting, which is just spirituality, which is very strange. They would knock on my door and things like that. And, you know, I just found out that my partner's sister, you know, and his family was smiling in my face, but they had some other intentions, taking my energy, siphoning my energy. I was wondering what's up with all these blocks back in the day. And I was low vibrational, and whenever I want to go out, let's see, because they're from the South, I'm not used to that. My mother's from the South, but I've only been there a few times just to visit. God rest both their souls, my mom and dad. But when I live with my ex's family, you know, let's say I wanted to walk up the street, it'll be, walk up the street. Oh no, you can't walk up the street. We'll give you a ride. It's okay. We'll give you a ride. I'm like, it's about 15 minutes. Plus, I want to walk to like sightsee and everything. Nope, can't do that. And whenever I wanted to get my hair done or just whatever, it's like, well, why you want to change your hair? Just leave it. Well, why you want to do this? Just leave it. Okay, well, I'm just about to go out. No, why you want to go out? Just sit down. Just sit down. Just sit down. Just sit down. Every time, just sit down. Even the uncle, the other uncle, not the two Geminis uncle, his other uncle, a Scorpio, God rest his soul too, was like, I believe to his mom that he used to tell me, like, oh, I feel bad for Anna. Anna's like, also my name. They say, oh, I feel bad. I have like 3 names. They said, oh, I feel bad for Anna because they always keeping her in that house. But I found out I was just stuck, and they wanted me to keep me stuck and not really go anywhere. Okay, and the sister was asking me about moon rituals. That really threw me off. I'm like, what? What is that? Like, I didn't understand. But now I do as a tarot reader, because also, not only on my mother's side of the bloodline, you know, my mother wasn't a believer in cards. She always thought it was evil. But I learned that it's not. It depends on how you use it. For spiritual growth or what you need to know. Not for spying and all this stuff. Whatever comes out, just comes out. You can't get mad at that, baby. It comes out. So this should be a wake-up call to people. And something kept telling me to do Aries, but like I said, the card came out for Cancer. So I'm doing Cancer. Okay. Hold on. This gong. Yeah, so I'm doing Cancer. So we have the 5 of Wands, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. So I feel like that these people, the Cancer was trying to destiny swap with me. And because I don't know about you, but I notice every time I get my hair done, she'll start doing her hair. And she'll start saying things to me like, you don't love yourself, because I used to wear like extensions and weaves and stuff. She said, that's not loving yourself. And I'll be so freaking confused, like, what is she talking about? But I'm going to let her stick to that storyline, because I know who I am and I love myself very much. I come from a strong background, spiritual background. Like I said, if you want to look me up, my story, go ahead. You have permission. To any tarot reader out there, you want to look up my spirituality, go ahead. You'll see my strength. I have nothing to lie or brag about. This is why I'm challenging every tarot reader to do it. So, Cancer, we got the Five of Wands, Ace of Swords, but basically I found out they was in a coven, and I left that coven. Because, not saying I was like in it, no, but I came down there because I wanted to stay with my partner for a while. Just because I'm a Capricorn, I'm loyal anyways in relationships and things like that. So I went down, stayed with him for a while, help him out with whatever he needed help. Got his driver's license, everything's like that. So I went down there for a while, and they must have thought I'd been on some type of love spell. Maybe I was, but eventually all the love I had was real. It was not fake at all. But now I'm thinking back like, wow, his mother used to always go to the candle store and had a crap load of candles on the mirror. Now, I'm not saying, oh, well, why not? People have candles all the time. Yes, but follow the story. Okay, come on, we got a brain, don't we? Don't we? So you have all the candles, but your daughter's asking me about moon rituals. She asked me for my birth chart. I gave it to her. I mean, look at all that work done with no results, because they fumbled the bag. Yeah, they did. They know they did. And the whole time, God was right with me, It's not going to work on somebody who's very protected by the Lord and the angels. Spirit team, spirit guides. Then I dated somebody else who was also a tarot reader, with quite a nice following on his YouTube channel. I'm not going to say any names. I found out that this person could have been doing magic on me too. Just crazy. Okay, Cancer. So there's some conflict around some sort of clarity. Okay, somebody didn't have all the facts, and now they're getting clarity here, a breakthrough. Okay, that's illuminating a situation. You could be dealing with a Leo, a fire sign. You could be dealing with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, and her brother is an Aries. She's a Cancer. Okay, what's the 501 spirit team? That's some of my story. When I left, that's when I found out they was in a coven. Look at this. 3 of Cups reverse. See, there's conflict in this group. You understand? Because when you do that return to sender or whatever, actions is based off consequences. When you do that return to sender, this is what happens. People arguing out. Why else will people be arguing? You start projects to what? Think about ahead of it, okay? What are you starting projects for? Because it's to get the money, right? Okay, well, there's an argument here. Somebody's in their feelings because some collaboration has gone to crap. And as you saw with the 3 of Pentacles, this could be a mentor who mentors this group of people, Cancer. I'm speaking to all Cancers here. It may not resonate with you. Don't force it to fit. Don't do it. Only take what resonates and leave behind what does not. Okay, yeah, look at, there's sneaky stuff going on. Somebody with some sort of, there's been an ending, a hidden agenda here, okay? There's some hidden agenda when it comes to moving forward, and some sort of opportunity with the Ace of Wands. What's the Ace of Wands spirit? Yeah, look at this. We have the Devils, okay? Toxic workplace situation here. And you see what I'm saying? When I was down there in the South, the family stuck together like an umbrella. One day, her brother told me, oh, and I found out that, hold on. And one day his brother said, oh, if you marry me, you're going to be marrying to the firm. I was like, the firm? What is that? Justice, Libra energy out here. So, see, something's being balanced out, like I told you before. You see, God is great. God is good all the time. Yes, Lord. They try to do magic on me, but they don't understand that I come from a very powerful bloodline. They probably know that now. And I don't have any regrets. I don't hate you. I just want you to leave me alone. And if you don't leave me alone, I'm just going to keep standing my ground anyways. And God is just going to keep tapping that behind. Yes, He will. Yes, He will. Is that a diaper rash for you? Better get some Destin, some lubricant. I write my own story. You don't write anything for me because you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Now, this is a toxic workplace because the magic they try to do did not work. Let's see what else. What's Ace of Swords, Spirit Team? Ace of Swords. Yep. What I say. These people feel so foolish and they're restless. Right next to the devil. They're restless because they try to do magic on me and it didn't work. And it didn't work. There's an ending here. I have nothing to hide, nothing to lie about. Let's see what else, Spirit Team. I get that these people are upset because they know I'm taking a leap of faith and I'm having a fresh new start in life. And they're trying to stop those opportunities from me because they are suffering karma. And it's hard for them because they come from a bloodline where they have gifts too, but they use it for evil purposes. When it comes to the innocent, so I'm going to ask God right now if you can, for every innocent person that had no intentions of attacking that family, may you return everything to them that was lost. Their energies, whether it's emotional, physical, spiritually, sexually, whatever. May God the Most High return back those energies and power of the innocent against this family that caused and sacrificed even other people and their families. They probably didn't know that. Let's see what else for Cancer. I'm a Capricorn, but Cancer is my opposite sign. What's the Sun, Spirit Team? We have the moon. Oh, look at the moon. Look at that. Yep. Okay, Cancer, Pisces. Yeah, they're wearing a mask. That's why. They're wearing a mask. Whatever is hidden shall come to the light. Okay, they smile, but they really keep it secrets. As we saw, these people have fears and anxiety. Suppressed feelings. They could be walking around like this, but really they're like, oh, all these moon rituals and all that stuff. And now karma is tapping that butt. Okay. Burdens. These people are carrying a load of all the responsibilities of somebody they hurt. Now, if you want to say earth, angel, all that stuff, that's fine, because some people say it in their readings. But, I came down here with gifts. I will always tell, them, well, don't step on that bug. Or don't kill that ant, because down south they have like these ant hills. I never really saw them because I'm from the city of Boston, Massachusetts. And I went down there and I'll see beautiful grasshoppers and spiders. And they would just whoosh. There we go. Let them cook. Fine, Glorilla. So I'm like, well, no. I will try to teach them about nature and things like that. And You know, sometimes black people, not all, but they be like, girl, get out of here with all that. That's what I was basically met with all the time. Oh, get out of here. But, you know, when you be kind to nature, the universe will be kind to you in return. So basically, somebody's stressed out, Cancer, over some clarity, or this could be you. You're stressed out because you was doing some magic on someone, you know, probably doing magic on the Capricorn here, and it didn't work out. This is why there's toxic situation in this group right now. Okay, Cancer, I know you're dealing with a Libra, Aries, or a Gemini here. Okay, because what they did is that they felt foolish for taking a leap of faith, spying, doing something to see, you know, trying to get some mental clarity on my projects and what I'm manifesting. Okay, and they tried to turn that around. They tried to say, oh, she's crazy, don't listen to her, things like that. I'm not crazy. I just know my story. And I feel like a lot of tarot readers are speaking on my story too as well. And now they're feeling stuck and trapped in their mind, in their burden. And real quick, a little disclaimer, I'm not into any magic at all. Why would I have it when I already was born with it within? And I believe in God the Most High, one God only. This right here ain't nothing. I use this as a show because I'm a collector of regular and dark arts. Anybody who knew me 10 plus years know that I'm a collector of regular and dark arts. But that doesn't mean I don't believe in God. Of course I believe in God the Most High. I'm nothing without God. I'm nothing at all. It is He who has my back. It is He who gives me strength in the spiritual and in the physical. And God is real, Almighty God. Yes, He is. And what goes around, baby, sure do come around. So be careful who you mess with. I don't give a damn how gifted you are. Use your gifts for yourself and spiritually grow your ass. Like, grow your life. Don't be doing that stuff to other people because you don't know what they come with. Yeah, and now somebody got something to say. What is this? Something stuck behind here? Yep, it is. Yeah, something's moving slow. Somebody's mad. They want to come rushing in impulsively. Somebody's making a foolish decision to come in and try to attack you. All because everything's going fine. You're not going through karma. I already paid off my karma debts at a young age. Yes, believe it or not, I kid you not, like in my 20s. I paid it for years. I'm now 39. Tower! See, now, this is not going to resonate with every Cancer. I feel like this is for the Cancer that is my ex's sister, because the story's resonating. Okay? The story's resonating. We have a Tower here. Yep. Case closed with the World card. That's it. They can't do nothing. Boundaries. Queen of Swords fell out. That's right. Advocated for myself, sticking up for myself. Popped out again. Closing out, moving forward. Case closed. Some sort of explosion is going on within this group. But the brother would ask me, oh, if you marry me, then you're going to be marrying into the firm. I was like, okay, the firm. And I don't take dirty offers. It's better to be and to work alone. If you rolling with God, I'm with you. If you rolling with the other side, you on your own. No, thank you. These people was trying to block me, block my crown, block my visions to see, but they don't know. Every little step you take, you will be there. Every little move you make. No. I had to cord cut their ass through prayer. I didn't do any rituals or anything like that. I did it simply through prayer. Having faith, belief, vibing so high, you reach the sky, and the other sky, and the other sky, and the other sky, and the other sky. Yeah. These people did everything they tried to do to try to sacrifice me. And now everything they said against me, wished upon me, has been washed over into the river. Yeah, look at that. Washed over to the river. And yeah, I had some love, 2 cups. I had some love for these people. I did. You know, and I wish them well. But I'm here to tell you, game over. Stop. Go get some help. You're embarrassing yourself. Right there, Queen of Pentacles. I'm a Capricorn. They try to win at all costs to try to keep me stuck. These people are very toxic, dabbling in magic, and now they're mad. They want to come forth. See, this is why spirit, and look at this. In the reverse, I had to leave because I found out who they were. I had to leave. They didn't have good intentions towards me. It was all smiles and fake. Just to keep tabs on me, to keep me still. Every time I wanted to go out, oh no, don't go out. Sit down, sit down. Well, the Family Dollar store is just up the street, because they're from the they're from the South, but like a different part of the South. My mother's from the South, from Savannah, Georgia, but she has sidewalks. These people's from like, I'm not going to tell you where exactly, but they're from down south. There's no sidewalk. And whenever I just want to walk up the street, it's 10 minutes. Oh, no, let me drive you. Let me drive you. Let me drive. Okay, they want to be friendly? No. It was something else. They didn't want me making no friends. They will always argue and fight with me. Oh, can you drive me to the hair salon? The hair salon? Well, why you want to do your hair? Then his sister, which is a Cancer, would say, you don't love yourself. What? I don't love myself because I want to add a few extensions in my hair and look nice? Mind you, I had 2 jobs when I was down there. Okay? I fought hard with my spiritual strength. Yeah, and you left this group when you found out, you was disappointed. You found out that these people was working against you. Everything was washed over. They never had your best interest. You know? They were fighting. They're fighting to sacrifice me, to hang me, but they can't. They know they can't. That's what pisses them off. Okay? Is that they can't. They can't slow me down none, but they're slowed down. Their finances is slowed down. Big time. And like I said, any tarot reader could do a reading on me. You know, read what's necessary. Okay? That's fine. And I noticed that, you know, these people were casting spells even on their own family members. Like the wives will put illusion spells over the husbands and stuff. The husbands just at home on the couch, like, they work, come home, whatever. And I just noticed it was kind of like in that house on the Twilight Zone, how that little kid had powers, but he used it for evil. Like, very bad man, wish you went to the cornfield, and then they'll go in the cornfield. It was kind of like that, moving around the house. I cook for them, curry chicken, curry rice. You know, I will cook for them, and then one day I remember the mother told me to do something for her, and I would do it, and his sister would go running real quick to do it, and I saw the shadow. Like one day I had to get something out the laundry for the mom because she asked me to do it. She goes, Anna, could you get this out the laundry for me? I said, sure. Right when I was going to get up, I saw the sister. The sister whisked right through the hallway, was like getting stuff out the laundry, and I'm looking like, I didn't say anything, but I'm like, So you can't say too much or reveal how strong you are, powerful around these people because of how they move. You understand? If they know what I have, they know now, they will be trying twice as hard. But yes, I lost both my parents. They were both water signs, Scorpio and Pisces. And they had preconditions, but I really feel, I'm coming on deck, like these people in spiritual warfare with me. big time, you know. They think I'm weak because I don't have my parents around anymore, and my family's just minding their business, doing whatever they got to do. And you know, my mother being from Savannah, Georgia, I don't know if I said this because I was talking before I told you for like 20 minutes, 10 minutes. I didn't even know the video was on. But I found out my mother side of the family from Savannah, Georgia is part of the Gullah Geechee tribe. And this deck right here, Cancer, that I have is based on my ancestors. I didn't even know, because if you look at the book, if you look at the Three of Baskets, it says 3 Gullah Geechee women sit under the tree. Yeah, this whole deck is based off my ancestors because they even have Gullah Jack in here, which is the hangman named Gullah Jack. He's part of the Gullah Geechee tribe. So I think it's fascinating how, and you know what's funny? Something was up there, goes Aunt Caroline too. You know what's funny about Aunt Caroline, the Wheel of Fortune? She was also a tarot reader. And I'm a tarot reader. I wasn't going to get into tarot because my mother said, we don't do cards in this house. They're evil, but she was into horoscope. And I found out it's a damn lie. Yes, I'm Muslim, but the relationship with me and God is personal. You understand? And I thank God to lead me to tarot. I love tarot. I never put them down because they taught me how to find myself and spiritually grow as well, and learn to walk away from what no longer serves you. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I could be a little toxic sometimes, but not to the point where it's gonna cause somebody to ever have a heartbreak and things like that. No, I don't do that, because then what goes around comes around. I'm afraid of karma. Yeah, and like I said, these people in this system, in this coven, they're all arguing, and with this, there's a problem here. There's an issue. Somebody could be questioning their religious beliefs because this person in this group is spying on you. They gathered information. They don't like what the Queen of Swords. They don't like that you're advocating for yourself and you're standing up against this coven. But you know, the brother told me, if you marry me, you're going to be married into the firm. I'm like, what the hell is that? He said, you ever seen that movie? I said, no. But I took time to watch it. The guy is at a job, as we saw with the Hierophant. He's at a job and he marries the boss's daughter. Look at this, Capricorn. You have opportunities coming in, Capricorn. This reading is for Cancer, but Cancer is my opposite sign, and I'm reading based off the cards. Capricorn. So they're spying on your offers, Capricorn. I feel like this is almost personal, so why not? Okay, they're spying on your offers, and they're trying to stop a spiritual union from coming together. But obviously you can't do that if God, you can't touch what God has blessed. Okay? Let's see, what else, Spirit Team? And Cancer is opposite sign of Capricorn. Okay? Yeah, a lot of people have been trying to do magic against me, but I'm still standing. What happened to that death magic, though? I'm not bragging. I'm just saying the facts. You spend all that damn money, and you working with a bunch of idiots? Come on. Impress me. I'm challenging you. Impress me. I wish you would have watched God throw them bolts on that ass. Go ahead. You want success? You want victory? You want all that attention? Do the goddamn work, then. Do the work spiritually too. Never mind the 3D. I don't care about this. Come meet me in the spiritual realm. I got them hands. I got them spiritual hands. Come on. Come in. Come rushing in. Pop up though. Pop up. Oh yeah, you tired. I forgot. You tired. You exhausted. Your stomach hurt. You can't eat, right? Because now everybody looking at you funny. And I noticed in this coven, they didn't even all rock like that. They only come together when there's an issue, a problem, but not in a good way. It's because they want the clout. That's all it is. They just all want the clout. They all want to clout. They all want to ride off each other's back and feed off each other's skills. It's nothing that's like made for themselves, like at all. Yeah, again, that's right. because what they try to do has been washed over. Look at what they did, has spilled over into the river. What else, Spirit team? Yep. They try to challenge me. Not happening. They don't know that I stay ready. Me and my Spirit team, we always stay ready. But I didn't want to pull down that force upon these teeny little weeny people of group, because they're not able to handle the force, the power of God. God up there, you know. That's right. Sticking to the truth, standing on business all day, every day, twice on Sunday. Butterflies, transformation. One day the brother showed me a video of how they, I think it was, what's that guy's name from the, what's his name, Andre, who goes, lean a little bit closer, roses really smell like boo, yeah, something like that. That song, that guy did a video, a music video one day of a woman, okay, and it's funny, her name was, I believe her name, what's her name? Not sure in the video, was it Anna or something like that? She's my nickname. And my ex at the time was like, hey, watch this video. I'm watching it. I'm like, my intuition went off, but I ignored it. I'm like, what is he trying to tell me? And they sacrificed her. They shot her, buried her up. And they were jealous, whatever, I don't know. But if they thought they buried me and keep me in a jar, they got a lot to worry about, big time. Because I'm telling you what, God is revealing this. Oh, shoot. Lord, that's how you know they did something wrong. Because why else would this come out? Exactly. The cards don't lie. This is a Cancer reading, but I'm making it personal. Okay? Because I understand. Spirit wants me to speak out against this corruption that they try to do to me down south. This is why I left the group. I ran away, came right back up to Boston, Massachusetts, and started my life over. You see, I found out that they wanted me to beg, cry, and chase them. That's what they wanted. That's taking away my power. No. There's no ending to me. There's only growth. The phoenix rising from the ashes. Now I'm challenging you to pull up. Where you at? Where your spirit team at? What happened? You getting tired? What happened? You getting tired? Yeah, I know you getting tired of planting, watering, because ain't nothing turning out how you want it to be. Because I said, return back to the damn sender in the name of God. The Almighty Lord, return back to the sender. Now this story could resonate with any other Cancer, or you could be any other sun sign and have any Cancer in your placement. This is my story, but maybe, you know, Cancer, right? I'm going to keep moving forward, and my pathway is protected. Somebody's in their feelings because of it. I bet. Trying to win at all costs. Well, I could come win at all costs too. Me and my spiritual team, you could come get these spiritual hands, and it's going to show in the physical realm how you look. Yeah. Come through. I said come through. I don't need magic. I could just pray to God. God versus your magic. You don't even deserve a sideways glance. Let's see. Did I put a card back by mistake? I probably did. Yep. Because these people with the 9 of Pentacles, these people, they're shopaholics. They're living beyond their means. All they do with the devil is, look how that goes. They're materialistic. These people are disgusting. Because they will do anything for the money. Anything for the money. They'll do anything for the money. Oh, shoot. Praise God, the Most High. Praise God, come through. The Lord, they under judgment. You don't need to apologize. I already forgive you. But I will tell my story. Because you don't write my story. I write my story. Okay? You're very protected, as I said. I'm very protected. I'm not bragging. Don't get mad. It's just facts. Do the work. Do the work and you'll be protected too. But this is just something that was always in me as a kid. I was always friendly. You know, I used to go around to my after school program. It's like a program like when school's finished. Okay, you go to an after school program where you could just run around, do your homework and stuff. I used to go around because I'm very weird. Guys, listen. My last name is Neptune. My last name is Neptune, like the planet. I used to go around and kiss kids on the forehead. I don't know what it was. Guys, listen. I don't know. Please don't ask. I don't know. I just had so much love. I used to just go around and go kiss on the forehead, but it was a problem. I can understand why. Because the parents would have meetings with my parents like, oh, well, you know, we understand your daughter's friendly, but she can't go around kissing the other children, which is understandable because, you know, we all children, we have germs and things like that, but I was young, and when my parents told me, it kind of hurt my feelings, so I looked it up. I said, well, what is the spiritual meaning? Well, I didn't look it up back then. I was too young. I didn't know about computers. But you know, about like last month, I'm like, you know what, let me look that up. Because sometimes I still do it. Like when I used to be in relationships, like when I had boyfriends and stuff, I would just always go to the forehead. I looked it up and it said intuitively that's, you know, like you do that intuitively because you actually like feeling their vibe and something like that. Look it up, the spiritual meaning of kissing on the forehead. But it is that, I guess they said that my soul just, that's how I greet people. Like, that's how I'm able to, like, read their vibes. Like, kissing them on the forehead. I don't do that now to older people because it looks silly. But I used to do it to my dad a lot. My dad used to be like, okay, that's enough. I'm like, And you know, I love animals. I love nature, but them big animals, I love them too, but I'm going to love them at a distance, okay? But yes, you're very protected, okay? You're very protected. This is like a reading on myself. You're very protected. I'm a Capricorn, but again, Cancer is my opposite. You're very protected. This is why they can't attack you or challenge you, okay? You're very protected, and they don't like that. Okay, and they're feeling stuck and trapped because of it. They're in spiritual jail right now. And as we saw with the Justice Spiritual Court, too, as well. Yeah, something's closed out. They got to understand. They got to move on. Something has closed out, and I'm moving on to brand new love and the next level of life, whether they like it or not. And I will stand my ground and protect my partner. Because that's who I am. And if anybody feels some type of way about what I have to say, you don't have to watch. Really, click off. Go get some help. I'm speaking sarcastically here. Okay? Everybody go through problems. But what you don't do is try to mess with innocent people. Thank you, Spirit. Again, it comes out. Balanced. Okay? Spirit is telling me you are protected. Follow the signs and synchronicities. My first name is Trayvon. My last name is Neptune. Because my dad's name is Trevor. So I'm Trayvon. Some people make fun of me. Oh, that's a boy's name. And that. So what? And you got anything else to talk about? Yeah. And Spirit is saying, you know, that you're moving up to the next level. Okay, you could be getting a new home, whatever like that. Somebody could be visiting your home. But this is joy's celebration of all the hard work you have achieved and built so far. Okay? And these people are upset. They're mad because they try to do a form of magic and manipulation on your stability. But it's been returned back to the sender in the name of God. That's right. Praise the Lord, the Most High. People talk about me. Who gives a shit? People wish ill on me. Who gives a shit? You think that's going to hurt my feelings? Maybe it did in the past when I was low vibrational because I couldn't beat your ass. But spiritually, I'm saying, like, come on. I'm still waiting. It's not working. And it's not. I walked away towards my better self. My higher self. Wish fulfillment. When I left this group, walking away, it wasn't fulfilling. They will always throw these little snarly jokes at me in a group, and they didn't think I peep game, but I've been peep game. As soon as I said, "Hi, nice to meet you," I don't shake hands, and everybody stood silent. They were afraid. But guess what, baby? And I'm going to end it with this. When you walk away, you get gifted from the Most High. Because I did nothing wrong. That's the evidence. And not only that, comes with the package. And I need to move strategically because they're trying to take what's mine. Even if I didn't, they will always play checkers. This is somebody from your past. Like I said, I have nothing to lie about. We're going to end it with there. Let's get one card. Do. Calm before the storm. Tense a muscle as you breathe in. Hold for a few seconds. Release the tension as you breathe out. Move to another muscle group and repeat. And that's how you breathe. Be calm because everything is coming together. I may not have friends in this realm, and I don't give a damn. Friends come and go all the time. I'm not missing anything. But I do have a spiritual tribe, and I have friends in the spiritual realm. I do. And they're very loyal. And I will never wish harm on nobody. But one thing's for sure, this is just not for you. So all that magic you're dabbling, you won't even use it for good anyways. Even if you were to have this, it will be in the wrong hands. And you know, the Most High simply saying they're going to be facing deja vu because every magic they try to throw at me is just going to be returned back to the sender. And any tarot reader, look me up if you want and look up what's necessary. But don't transgress the limits. Take care.